My name is Brian, and I primarily talk to 35 to 55-year-old people in the United States that get referred here by other crypto channels. I'm trying to be more data driven on who I'm talking to and using YouTube dashboard to do that. Okay. And so 35 to 55-year-olds in the United States that get referred here by other crypto channels. All right. You need to buy zero point zero 0.01 Bitcoin and you need to use Fidelity crypto. Here's the exact reason. Okay. Here's the exact reason. The exact reason is because most crypto investors are underexposed to Bitcoin. You're underexposed to the core story of Bitcoin being better than fiat money. And if you do hear that, it's more from just like an ideological, like kind of philosophical approach that might not be speaking to like your exact kind of like investing profile. Because yeah, when you're 35 to 55, like you're like life is busy and complicated, and crypto is this side thing that continues to kind of like there's a lot of potential, but the potential keeps getting tripped up. Potential keeps getting tripped up and messed up, honestly. Like, and I think like FTX set a bunch of people back. FTX set a bunch of people back because you had this nice developing story that like crypto was a new alternative. It was a new alternative to tradition like TradFi corruption, and like on-chain finance is better than traditional finance. Like you have this nice like story, right? And you're investing in it, or like, oh, like even these like in crypto exchanges are now these like hybrid solutions that are allowing like stablecoins and people to like bank the unbanked. Like there's so many awesome narratives. There's so many awesome narratives. And so much of that stuff is true. Like it really is true. But crypto itself has like set itself back. And but it's also has been around long enough that you have the friends that legitimately have made money in Bitcoin and crypto. But there's also a segment of people that are stuck with just like six-figure altcoin bags from past cycles that aren't relevant anymore. Just L1s that aren't exactly keeping pace with, the new stuff. And then you have the new people, or I guess you have the insider like chat groups that are just constantly rotating between things and whatever the constant meta is or whatever. And so again, you're you're 35 to 55, you're trying to understand crypto. You're not hyper online. You just like watch some YouTube channels about it. When you're at the end of that and you're just like picking ticker symbols off of that and then using kind of a centralized exchange, because I'm going to get to the Fidelity part and why that part matters, why the zero point zero 0.01 Bitcoin matters and why Fidelity matters. You're you're along for the ride, but you're not like capturing any core story. And so what I like helping people do is helping them reset on like the potential of Bitcoin itself is not lost on you. Like you haven't lost. You haven't lost. I talk on the channel about how 0.21 is a significant amount of Bitcoin. Today I'm talking about just like 0.01, because what that helps do is it helps reframe the dollar amount of your crypto portfolio into just a thing like grabbing a fixed amount of a fixed monetary network. Consensus is building that Bitcoin can be the world reserve currency. It can replace fiat money. Products like Fidelity having an actual on-chain crypto account, like actual crypto native account. Fidelity having a crypto native account, if you're a crypto investor, like you have to support that. You should support that. It's a major household like, and that's why I want to contrast that with FTX. Like it isn't that. It's honestly not even Coinbase. And Coinbase is great, but like the fact that Coinbase doesn't have phone customer service, like Fidelity, you can call them up and talk to them about their Fidelity crypto account. That's amazing. You can buy crypto like native Bitcoin, hold it as native Bitcoin, withdraw it to your own wallet, deposit Bitcoin from your own wallet, call Fidelity customer service, talk to them about your crypto native Bitcoin investment. That's incredible. And then I just want to demonstrate for you like how far from FTX that has come. And because there's so many Bitcoin startups out there and so many crypto startups out there that I think sometimes like we're trying to hit like bit trying to get the coin investment correct, the layer investment correct, and the startup that you're holding it at correct. That's a hard parlay bet. Like that's a hard parlay bet, and that has tripped up a lot of people. And it's only recently that I've kind of realized why stacking all those things up is hard actually. Because for people that are hyper online and, and track crypto Twitter all day and watch 4 hours of Bitcoin and crypto YouTube every day, like it's less hard. But that's a huge time commitment. That's a huge time commitment. And I don't and I'm passionate about watching Bitcoin replace fiat money like inside our lifetime. And I actually believe like 35 to 55-year-olds, like with W2 jobs, with kids in the suburbs, like homeowners, like are actually the engine that is going to drive Bitcoin replacing fiat money. And it's going to be through products like Fidelity's crypto account. It's going to be through like trusted traditional names where people are already holding large parts of family wealth that embrace crypto native like solutions. And so it's not just the ETF. Like I just want to highlight, like it's not just the ETF. You can hold the ETF. I hold the ETF in our HSA account. But the fact that they have created a crypto account, when you sell Bitcoin in the account, it can settle to your checking account at Fidelity, your cash management account instantly. You can sell the cash, move it to your cash management account, pay bills out of your cash management account instantly. That's so close and so like that is Bitcoin replacing fiat money. Like right now, today, you can increase the percent of your family's personal finances that are using Bitcoin instead of dollars with a household name. So it's no longer just a side Bitcoin start. Like you don't have to be like, oh, go download this other app or like do this other thing or like use this other card. Like it's just today with a household name, Fidelity Crypto, you can hold native Bitcoin and pay your bills out of a Fidelity cash management account like seamlessly. And so the fact that it exists today for families to offboard from dollars and begin using Bitcoin more and more in their personal finances, that is an underappreciated story. And that's what's keeping like crypto investors are under allocated to Bitcoin, under allocated to that main story because Bitcoin maximalists were annoying and because the crypto channels keep you on a ticker symbol news feedback loop that you're trying to like hit the next 100x and hit the next 100x. There's a whole other story, which is, and then the exchange startups that were out there lost people money. That sucks. Like that overlay is what's keeping things kind of stagnated. It's what's stopping Bitcoin from replacing fiat money, and it's what's stopping your family from feeling the full effects of like Bitcoin modernizing the traditional finance. Because it also works on weekends. That's the other thing too. Like it speeds it up. You can deposit and withdraw Bitcoin from Fidelity on the weekends. And so it is evolving. It is evolving and moving faster. And you don't have to go use Robinhood or use Coinbase or use a more obscure startup. You can use a household name. The crypto account can also be a joint account. And so if you are watching Bitcoin and crypto videos and you're sold on it and you understand how to handle the volatility and you understand the different pockets of crypto and all the different stories that are there. But if your partner, hitting 50, like you're starting to think about the next phase of life and things like that, or you're earlier, you're in your 30s and like you want to buy a house, so you don't want to be betting on the most risky investments out there. Like there's a tension there. Right? The other crypto startups accounts on the crypto exchanges don't do a great job of creating joint accounts. They don't. You have to like share logins to be able to see the balance. If you can share, it's a true joint account, like two owners on the account, so that the balance of your Bitcoin at Fidelity shows up on both people's dashboards. That's reality. Like that's making Bitcoin real and pulling Bitcoin in people's real personal finances. 0.01 is a round number that you can wrap your head around. It's a round number that you can wrap your head around. You just start building that stack. If you start 0.01 at a time, build your Fidelity crypto account up to 0.21, that's a significant amount of Bitcoin. That's an amazing amount of Bitcoin for you and your family to hold. Holding it in a place that's like dialed in and like a big part of the American economy. Joint account. Build your HSA there, build your Roth IRA, like do your whole thing there. I'm super impressed with the product, and I want crypto investors in the heart of their personal finances, in the heart of their busy lives, to understand that it's there, and it's a way that they can like ground the Bitcoin story in their real personal finances and stop having crypto being kind of this like side other bucket.